Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm filming for you my beauty room tour. I've been saying I'm going to do this for about a year and a half. The studio's been in the making for about a year and a half. I've changed a few bits and bobs around over the course of the time, and I really didn't want to film this until I was completely happy with how the studio looked. But to be honest, I changed it up that many times that I don't think it's ever going to be complete. I do need some new storage things and a little bit of reorganisation, and then it will be as complete as it would be. This back wall here I've changed I think 3 times, and the wall over here I do actually want to change from what it is just now. So this is a work in progress sort of video, and I will update you as I update the studio, I guess. I'm completely happy with how my back wall looks just now. Like, that's going to stay like that, but this wall over here I'm definitely going to change. I also need a new set of drawers down here for just a little bit of extra storage. And maybe some like beauty drawers on my front desk here so that I can keep my day-to-day things that I use when I'm getting ready. Also, I have no idea where to look today. I don't know where the actual like lens is. I'm using my phone instead of my camera because I'm literally not very good at using my camera, so I managed to use it from portrait mode when I'm filming my makeup videos, but when it comes to filming anything else I have absolutely no idea, so it wouldn't stay in focus, so we're using the phone. Anyway, this is pretty exciting. I absolutely love this room. I think everyone knows that. I spend the majority of my time in this room. So let's just get started.
So this right here is in my living room at the moment. This is my 2 soft boxes and ring light. I've got them in here. Let me stand back. I've got them in here because they are usually in my studio. I took them out so I had more room to basically film today's video. The soft boxes I put down daily, and the ring light actually stays out pretty much all the time now. So that is my little filming setup that I've moved into my living room so that we could do today's video. Let's start off with the most boring section. So this over here is my drinks jug that I fill up when I have, like, I do a lot of wedding clients in here, wedding trials and stuff, so I fill that up when I have like a big bridal party in for trials. Obviously my camera's on a stand which I've just placed here because I'm not using it. I always like a little candle here, and just some of my favourite perfumes sit here. Actually, not only my favourite ones, but just the ones that are in nice bottles. So I've got my Armani C, my Victor Rolf? My Victor Rolf Flower Bomb, and Marc Jacobs Daisy here, which is obviously in the most adorable little bottle, and my little Polaroid camera. This here is actually where I keep all my jewellery, so it's just all in there. I'm going to get a skin for this so that it's not just black on the top. And I have my little mirror, which is here, which I got from B&M quite a while ago. So these are all higgledy-piggledy, like my frames. So this is how my back wall looks. Obviously at the moment it is missing that bottom photo, and this photo here is all slanty. These have been up here since I moved in, and at the time I really did love them. I'm either going to replace the photos that are in them, or I'm going to take them down and reorganise that wall completely. Maybe just put like one big canvas up of my work. Obviously these are all my brides. Every photo there I've did makeup for. So yeah, this wall is definitely a work in progress. These 6 IKEA drawers are just all my clothes, like just my gym stuff and jeans and everything. I won't even bore you by going into them. I'll swing by my actual desk. So if I come right the way out, you can see like I have my mirror on the wall, and the lights round about are my IKEA Hollywood lights, but I replaced the bulbs. And it's actually daylight bulbs that are in them, and for some reason when I switch them on with the camera facing them, it goes all liney, it just totally interferes, so that's why this section is a little bit darker. So as we come over here, I have like this little rose gold collection. Actually this desk is a lot of my kind of rose gold and gold stuff. I keep everything quite themed. This here is the most adorable little palette. It's by Makeup Obsessions, and inside it's not full, but it is 4 highlight colours, which I do reach for kind of daily whenever I'm doing my own makeup. And on the outside here, it has inscribed Susan Wilson MUA. My mum got me this when I first moved into my house and started building my studio. It is literally adorable. It's really hard to keep clean actually. I'm just going to leave it sitting there. My little Ted Baker accessories tub. It has just like some pins and paper clips and stuff in it, which I was thinking of putting a board up on this wall here and just like putting lots of different photos of mine and using all these pins to pin them up so that I can switch and change them. This little candle down here is from Home Bargains, and my little Charlotte Tilbury magic cream. So these just sit here all the time. And if we move along, I have my number 7 mirror, and I think that was originally a candle holder, like for a tea light, but I obviously use it for my cotton buds. Let's just move along and just check out the top of the table. So here is all my brushes that I use on myself kind of day to day. As you can see, they aren't washed at all. I usually have a tub for face brushes, eye brushes, like detail brushes and so on. However, like this tub is full of dirty brushes at the moment, and there's some dirty brushes in here, so I just kind of separated them off so that I know which ones I need to wash. So yeah, that's all my brushes. I could do an in-depth brush video if anyone wants to see that, but I won't go into it now, otherwise this video would just be like a million years long. I have my Alpha H Liquid Gold, which sits out on my desk because I use it like every other day. My Kiehl's Overnight Recovery and my Kiehl's Daily Revive and Concentrate. These all sit out right here on my desk because I use them regularly. 2 little Ted Baker tubs here. So one is obviously more cotton buds, you can never have enough, and this one is usually cotton pads. It's obviously like half empty. I use these to take off my makeup and do like my daily skincare with these little cotton pads that are sitting here. So if we move back over to this drawer, which isn't the cleanest or tidiest, there's no like organisation to it. It's just so tiny that it's really, really hard to like properly organise. This is the Soph Does Nails highlight. I'll take it out because that creates a little bit more space. But basically in this drawer is all the things that I reach for daily, and obviously like I flip things in and out every other week from whatever I'm kind of using. So at the moment this shade matches me really well, so I'm using the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea foundation. I'm not going to pull these out in any order. So my Bourjois Healthy Mix concealer. Down here I just have like the liquid highlight, a lip balm, the Benefit 24-hour brow setter, a little Laura Geller lip gloss, a blusher, Laura Geller blusher, my Urban Decay All Nighter. I've got MAC Face and Body C3, which is actually what I'm wearing today because I like quite a light coverage kind of day to day. A little bauble, which I just keep throwing these in here because I need them daily. That's a little tinted lip balm, some primers. That is a cream blush, which I use as a highlight. My tweezers, which are adorable. I don't know if I've ever shown anyone. So these are my tweezers. They're so cute. A little powder. My Kiko Extra Sculpt Mascara, which everyone knows I love. And at the moment I'm using the Benefit Bad Girl Bang Mascara. So that's basically what's in there. Just like my daily makeup routine in a drawer. In this middle section here, I just have some like cheap eBay lashes which I use when I'm filming, and this big massive palette here from Makeup Revolution. This stays here because, again, daily, especially if I'm up at like 5 in the morning to go and do a bride, this is right here, very handy that I can just literally dip my brush in every single one that I need, so that's why it stays here. Also, it's too big to fit in anything else. And just 2 little notepads, so that I can take my notes down and stuff whenever I'm filming or when I've got stuff to do for my actual job, which is doing makeup. And this is so cute. It's just like a little organiser. Oh, I don't like that's my gym schedule. So we have here, it's just like some envelopes in here, my little post-it notes and a daily schedule planner. Sitting in that little docket as well, I have just some of my like face beads and body art and stuff that they are actually sitting there because I want to film a video with them soon. Moving along to this drawer, which is definitely not tidy. It's just my skincare routine. I've got some face masks, eye makeup remover, night cream, moisturiser, my cleanse tone, my Illamasqua Hydra Veil, there's some hand cream under there, a little face cloth, yeah, just like little essential face pieces. So I've actually switched my lights on for this because I think that it's actually going to work. Oh, I've dropped a pen on the floor when I've been filming over there. So this is my seat, and on here I just have two little cushions, obviously my S1 and Make-A-Wish. That's got a little stain on it from when I had a client in, it just stained from the jeans. But the seat is really cute. So that is the seat there. I don't know why I bought white because it is super duper hard to keep clean. Moving on to this wall here, which is the back wall, which most people see when I'm actually filming. So up here on this shelf I have my, these are all, I'm sure, Elizabeth Arden and Tarte lipsticks. I have my little mask that I got in Venice when I visited there a few years back, my S which lights up, my mug that my mum got me, and my Real Techniques, I don't know, bold metallics brushes I think they're called. Up on this next one, gosh I'm so small I can't get the camera up here, but that is another mask I bought when I was in Venice at the carnival in February there. And just some little tubs at the back that match the room. My Anthropologie S mug, which I don't think you're a real YouTuber or Instagrammer until you had that mug like a few years back. So it's kind of out the way now. It used to have pride of place on my desk. These little owls are actually egg cups, but they matched in really well that I just stuck them up there, and the little love thing. I just think this is just a cute little decoration. And here is my big massive mirror, so it's just under there. I'm going to try and stand back. So I have that against that wall there, and that is obviously what I use to take my kind of my Instagram daily shots where of like my outfits, and if I'm going out or anything like that, that is what I use. So this wardrobe right here is obviously my clothes and stuff. There's a couple of drawers inside which I use to keep my essentials, like my paperwork and stuff. On to the top of my Alex drawers. So right here I have all of my Incredible liquid lipsticks, glosses and foils, and it's in this little cute love heart tub. I'll try and get a view of the top. So yeah, you can see it's love heart. This little thing here is like a drinks decanter sort of thing. I don't know what you call it, but I'm filling it with glitter. I keep meaning to buy some. I actually want like a really light champagne gold colour, not the like the yellow gold. So I'm going to fill that with glitter. At the top here, I've actually got one of my Sophie Does Nails lipsticks out that's in my handbag, so I keep all of my Sophie Does Nails ones there. This mascara needs used. This liquid lipstick I use on holiday all the time. It is the Rose Dust one, and just a couple of like lipsticks that are in here that I reach for. That one is a YSL lip gloss. This little section here needs filled. Just have my dirty beauty sponge in it that really needs to wash, and obviously I have my little Amazon Echo here. I nearly forgot about this little shelf here. So just right above, if I come out, that's my Alex drawers, and right up above here is my little Mrs. Potts and Chip. They are adorable. On my window ledge here, I just have some flyers of my price cards, and this little card, and this little box card my mum actually got me for my 30th birthday. It takes pride of place on my window ledge. I shouldn't actually say she bought me it because she made it herself actually. So it was all handmade. It is so cute. I'll come right in and show you this hanging heart in here if I can, so you can see. And I'm sure that's where she's wrote. That's kind of where they've wrote their birthday message. So it's from my mum and dad, but my mum made this card. Yeah, it just sits on my window ledge, taking pride of place. So I guess this is the exciting part. This is my Alex drawer. So this is drawer 1. Let me try and go to the best place. So basically in here is all blushes. Not this. Blushes, highlighters, liquid highlighters, anything sort of luminous is in this drawer right here. I won't pull everything out, otherwise we will be here forever, but this is my Laura Geller Dew Dreamer Illuminating Drops, some Ben Nye shimmers, a little Kiko one here, my Laura Geller highlights. I'm not sure what's in there. That is an old MAC Hush, which I used to love, an e.l.f. highlighter. Over here, we have the Too Faced little blush that was so popular a few years back. Some Illamasqua blushes. I'm sure this is a Too Faced one. There's a Tarte one in here. This is a MAC one, a little blush palette from Makeup Revolution. Here we have the Urban Decay Back Talk palette. An NYX Strobe of Genius. The Urban Decay Shapeshifter. Another, is that Makeup Revolution? Yes, it is. Another Makeup Revolution palette under there. At the back here, I have my Anastasia Dream palette, my Aurora palette, Becca Eyelights palette, which is at the bottom there, my Tarte Pro Glow palette, which you can see is well used and well loved. And this sitting right at the top here is my Tarte Contour palette, which again is well used and well loved. So that is drawer 1. Drawer 2. I think I went through this before. I think I've definitely filmed a video on this. So this is like all my lipsticks, liquid lipsticks, lip glosses, blah blah blah. This is my mascara drawer, my Tarte Manicure, which you know is my fave. I have some tubs down here, which is the Illamasqua pigments, which I can't carry around in my kit anymore because they just make such a mess of my kit. The packaging is an absolute nightmare. Oh, down there is actually like just my camera charger, which obviously I was charging today because I was planning on filming this video. Just my little bin and some messy wires. Drawer 3 has just been reorganised and looks so nice. This is probably one of my favourite drawers because I am such a sucker for eyeshadow palettes. Let's not go through them all, but this is a little Laura Geller On The Go palette, which I plan on putting in my little go bag. Let me take it out. Tarte's Pro palette. It's like the Tarte's, well, it's not a Tarte's, it's like Tarte chest. It's got 2 little drawers and other things pull out. I love this palette actually. Down here we have 2 little Tarte palettes. My Urban Decay Moon Dust palette, my Urban Decay Naked Basics, Nabla, Urban Decay, my little Tarte Manicure palette, which I've taken a few holidays with me. Let's list these here. This is my Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. My Too Faced Sweet Bonbon palette, I think it's called. Chocolate Bonbon. Urban Decay Naked 2, Naked 3, Naked Smoky and Naked Heat. I have some little individual pots sitting here, which is 2 of the Tarte Chrome pots and the Kiko, what do you call these? It's like the magnetic eyeshadows. My Tartelette palette, so the original Tartelette in Bloom and Tartelette Toasted. So let me just move these out of the way so that I can get into here. My Jaclyn Hill Vault. 2 Soph Does Nails palettes, which actually I'm pretty sure the Extra Spice I've used, but I'm sure I haven't. I've only literally touched one eyeshadow in here. Let me open it up. Yeah, look, it's still got the little card in it with all the shades. I have touched one of these eyeshadows and I'm actually not planning on using it at all, because when I used the Soph Extra Spice palette, I am so allergic to this. Like, it stings my eyes like crazy. It just does not like me. And I'm actually stuck with the both of them. I wish I hadn't touched that one, or I could have stuck it in a giveaway or something. I don't know. I literally touched one eyeshadow, so I don't know what I'm actually going to do with it. At the bottom here is the Urban Decay Vice palette. Right at the back there's an old Too Faced little bridal cheeks palette. I can't remember, they're really old. And the Too Faced Sexy palette. I have my Z palette at the back here with all my like single eyeshadows, and then this stack here is like MAC. It's just single eyeshadows that are in there. I've got the Morphe, I think it's the 35W palette, and a Crown palette, which is all shimmers. I actually really like that Crown palette. I'm not so keen on the Morphe one. These Morphe shadows actually irritate my eyes as well. Whatever is in them must be in these Makeup Revolution palettes, because they just do not agree with my eyes. Is my eyeshadow drawer, which I love. This drawer here, oh my gosh, it's such a mess. Please don't judge me. Everyone's got a drawer like this. So, if I open it a little bit, this is all my XS Dora lashes, which I use when I'm doing bridal. Down here is some eyeliner lashes, which I've took out the box to save some space. This random eyeshadow is sitting here from my makeup that I did at the weekend. And when I open it a little bit further, mamma mia. This MAC palette has some bright shades in it I used at the weekend. This is some lashes that I've used and that I will be continuing to use until they kind of are done. So if I lift all of them up, so this section in here is like eyeshadow pigments, like MAC pigments, peaches and cream. I think that's an eye candy glue, possibly dual glues, a dirty beauty sponge, loose eyeshadows, Kiko. Like, it's just a tub of mess. All my little false nails here that I bought from Primark, which I'm not wearing at the moment. And I've got like a spare set of brushes at the back there that I got when I was at IMATS. So let's just quickly get out of this drawer because it's giving me anxiety. And this bottom one right here. So this is needing a little bit of organisation. First of all, I have here all my foundations. Some of these are foundations that I use on myself, and some are just like an overflow of my makeup kit. So I have all the Illamasqua foundations in this section here. Some of them are the light Illamasqua foundations, some are Illamasqua Skin Base, which I absolutely love. This is the Rich Illamasqua foundation, which is super full coverage. I have two Kiko, these Hydrate High Universal Lift, my Fast Base stick, my Makeup Revolution Fast Base stick here, which I did a first impression on this and said that I really liked. This is in the shade F7. I've since completely changed my mind. It doesn't sit well on my skin, it doesn't settle in very well, it doesn't last very long. Yeah, I've totally changed my mind from what I did in that first impression, and I kind of am stuck with the remainder of it, I guess. And I have two. Sometimes you really just cannot go by a first impression. Your skin adapts to these things. You need time to get used to them and play with them, and I guess it just really didn't like my skin. I have the Tarte Amazonian Clay Foundation, which is another love of mine. Two Estee Lauder Double Wears, a Lancome, some Bourjois, and a MAC Face and Body, which is Overspill again from a kit. I have this tiny little CC stick from Tarte. Down here is just some things that didn't fit in. That is a little Tarte makeup sponge. Look, there's another Fast Base stick from Makeup Revolution. And down here, just whatever doesn't fit in this wee box, I've got my Rimmel foundation down here. These two on the outside are Makeup Atelier Paris, I'm sure they're called, and the Tarte Hydrating Shape Tape. I have a little L'Oreal oil here, which I use to just kind of mix in with my foundations and stuff to give them a little bit more like luminosity, I guess, on the skin. My Makeup Revolution is like a banana powder, and the Ben Nye Fair. It's called Translucent. I use that quite often myself. I have a backup Shape Tape here, and the Shape Tape that I'm actually using at the moment. So this little tub here is all kind of concealers. If you look right down the very bottom, it's all like kind of tubbed concealers. And at the back here, it's a shame this is stuck right at the back because of it is things that I use kind of day to day. There is a spare Urban Decay All-Nighter, Charlotte Tilbury Wonder Glow, Max Factor Primer up here, 2 Laura Geller Spackles. This one's champagne, I'm sure. This one's the original. The old Nivea Sensitive Post Shave Balm, some concealers, a Skindinavia setting spray right there, another Laura Geller Spackle, and under there, I don't know if you can see, it's just some little tiny, the Shadow Insurance, the eyeshadow primer, and then just some little tiny samples that I've had from MAC. So that is that drawer. Oh, actually, down the side here, this little envelope is full of samples that I've had from, it is a Charlotte Tilbury envelope, but it's various samples that I've had, like there's some Zoeva things, some Charlotte Tilbury. So that was a look inside my Alex drawers. I think the plan for the future is to have one sitting right on top of this, so double it up. And then I'm not entirely sure what I'll do with this setup here or this, because I think that the Alex drawer will come up as high as my chip, the little corner shelf. So I'm not sure how that's going to look, so that's definitely going to change in the future. Lastly, the thing that is kept in this room here is my makeup kit, which I'm sure you have all seen if you follow me on Instagram. This is my freelance kit. If I open it up here, this brush belt is actually empty at the moment because they're all in this little bin down here because they all need a shampoo. That's all the ones that I've used. There's some Q-tips and stuff there. If I unzip this section here, I have all my little drawers. So let me just pull this out. That is what lies underneath. So I have my Coloured Rain eyeshadow palette, which is actually mostly full of Makeup Geek and MAC. Set of wipes, blushers, the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette, blushers, contours, eyeshadows, my foundations, which I use on everyone in it. This is like my low coverage foundations, my Fix Plus high heavy coverage foundations, my Makeup Forever HD foundations. Definitely not going into depth in this because I do plan on doing like a little Instagram video of what's inside my freelance kit. So top drawer, concealers, eyeshadow primers. Second drawer full of lipsticks. This drawer, which isn't going to open properly, is like primers, makeup removers, moisturisers. Last, some Prima lashes. My glitter bag, which has leaked everywhere, needs cleaned. My little bridal drawer, which I only use on brides. And here I have some Stila foundations, my Charlotte Tilbury foundations, Urban Decay setting spray, it's a little mini MAC strobe cream, 2 Urban Decay Naked Skin foundations, which drive me mad because they oxidise so bad, a little MAC Vanilla Paint Pot, an Illamasqua Cream Contour, Laura Geller Highlight, and this is another little mini, it's just like a skin base prep. This drawer is my Eldora lashes, which I use on brides. And this drawer up here is just like highlighters, and that's just a little Bobbi Brown shimmer brick, which is in rose, so it's almost like a blush. But yeah, and I do want to do an in-depth video with my freelance makeup kit. It is a work in progress at the moment. Again, I'm totally rebranding at the moment, so I want to get that finished and I'll do an updated video for you. So that pretty much completes this video. That is the beauty room tour finished. I'm going to spin the camera around and have a little gap, I guess. So that completely wraps up this video. It was a really nice one to film. It was so chilled out and chatty, and it totally wasn't in depth. I just wanted to go through the room and show you everything. I obviously didn't go through all my makeup bits and pieces. Let me know if you would like a more in-depth tour next time. As I said, in the next 6 months or so this room will be changing. New wall, new drawers, reorganised. So yeah, in 6 months time when I do the updated video, let me know if you would like me to go into more depth of what is inside each drawer. Like, I just want to say thank you so much for watching this video and every other one of my videos, and to everyone who hits that subscribe button. It really does mean the world to me, and I also want to take this opportunity to say thank you to my folks for supporting me in the early days of starting up my business. This is YouTube and Instagram is Instagram, and doing all these things that I do these days along with my freelancing is extra and like an add-on. It's not my official job, but that job gives me the time and the opportunity to do these, I guess, like film these videos and do the makeup looks. So I really need to say thanks to my folks, because in the early days they really did give me like a lot of help and support when I was initially starting up my business of being a freelance makeup artist. I've been here for 7 years now and they were great. To also my boyfriend who helped me build this room. I think my mum and dad were up here at one point and they were helping as well. They helped with the whole house, but Ian in particular, like, my dad helped build this table and get it together, because we did customise the table slightly, and Ian put my lights up, my mirror, all the shelves and stuff behind me, and just helped in general with the organisation of the room. So I just want to say thanks to everyone who has helped, and just a little thank you to anyone who's here watching from Instagram, because I don't get much opportunity to actually speak to people on there, and they have just been amazing over the past year. Honestly, thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Bye.